Alright, Kuno. Let's unpack this shit. So, Kuno's dad is a drug dealer, and so Kuno gets drugs from him, which I think he both uses and deals, but now he's falling out with his dad, so now he needs new drugs. Oh boy. He's gonna throw his dirty popo man at the problem, which, no, not really, but okay, let's hear this out. Dirty popo man is you? Yeah, I figured that. Kuno. He nods to the building behind him. In there's Kuno's violent dad. On steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half the speed. Who is your dad, Kuno? Kuno's dad is a fucking monster, he says proudly. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too. Are you sure you can take the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition? You can't afford to take a hit from this guy. I mean, anabolic steroids and speed. You're best off dodging blows, wearing him out until he has a heart attack. I am good at some of those things. Reaction speed. I mean, the yellow skills are my specialties. How much material are we talking about? Like half, he says very confidently. Half of what? A baggie. But like in this vial. That's half a gram, sir. Half a gram? Yeah. The confidence is unwavering. Half a G, want it or not? It's not very much material at all. Fuck you talking about? Half a G? The shit is giant. Grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it. You can barely see it because there's barely any. I've made up my mind, Kuno, and this is what's going to happen. Okay, Kuno's listening. I'm going to go in there all guns a-blazing to get that speed because I need it. I'm going to go in there, but not for the speed. I'm going to go after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to go there for justice. Then you can say the same thing, but actually you're lying because you need speed. I don't like saying I'm going to go after the most violent man in Revachol because it sounds like I'm hunting somebody down. Like for sport. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Sure. He winks at you. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your ways in, and Kuno knows everything. He aggressively points at his eyes. Go to room 12, first floor, kick down the door, police violent style, Kuno style, then it's action time. You're locked in the room with a violent fuckhead. Split a kilo, in quotes, with Kuno. That's it, he concludes. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit. I'm gonna throw it in the fucking lake. The ocean, I mean. What the hell are you signing us up for here? I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Oh no. I'm a bad addict cop and I'm gonna get my fix. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor. Okay, then. He concedes. Okay, I'm off. Kuno doesn't fucking care. I mean, I do want to resolve the situation because it's fucked up in general and the dad's doing fucked up shit. But also, I might add a body count. I don't really want to add a body to my or Kim's list. It's not really, I'm not really like hoping for death here. It's a bummer. Do I really want physical instrument? Or do I want... Probably want reaction speed, right? Which one's the dodging one? Is it reaction speed or hand-eye coordination? The untouchable man's reaction speed, yeah. Because that was my go-to sort of joke character, is like he's the unpunchable guy. Oh my god, it's time to finally test that. The entire point of this character when I figured it out, because I was doing no empathy but all reaction speed is like he's gonna be this total asshole that can't get along with people and nobody likes him, but he's really good at solving cases and stuff like that. And his one saving grace is gonna be his amazing reaction speed, where nobody can ever actually hit him. That's the goal. But it's actually never come up. No one's ever tried to do violence on me this entire game, weirdly. Which I mean, I haven't exactly actively avoided antagonizing people, so it's kind of impressive, honestly. Reaction speed of 9 is not incredible. That could definitely be better. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. Kim, are we gonna be okay? Maybe we can like talk it through. Maybe I can block his incoming attacks with my giant multi-tool. I get a pretty cool multi-tool, so like that's something. Maybe I should dual wield tools. -2 authority is not very helpful right now. Boom! I'm dual wielding tools now. He'll never beat me.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Isn't she nice? We also heard something about where Kuno S was hanging out. Something about like the janitor's closet. Take down Kuno's dad, optional. Enter flat 12. How do I know what door these places are? Looks like we're found where Kuno's dad lives. Point to the bell on the door. The lieutenant nods, and the place comes with 3 months worth of utility bills. Interesting. It'd be preferable if he wasn't here. That's for sure. I should save first, in case I die. One more door. My door skill. I've internalized it. Snip. The cutters go through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. The lieutenant looks worried. I know there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick. I'm gonna die. Maybe he's not home. Oh, is that him in bed? Maybe he'll just like, you know, polite. Oh, he's asleep. Kuno de Reuter, the name on unfinished homework. Is that how he spells it? It's from 2 years ago. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. This is an emergency. Boom. Books of critical theory on the monstrosities of capital and such. A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills. Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw. A bottle of amphetamine with a straw? Take the speed from the table. You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. He's just sleeping in there. That happened. I'm not just attacking this random man in his sleep. That's not how we do things. Oh, I can't just click there. That would have been some advanced pathing right there, if my character could just path all the way around the entire area. Seems to be beyond the distance limit for what's acceptable. Speed bottle. Plus motorics, minus morale. How convenient. Someone has equipped this tiny bottle of amphetamines with a straw. It's the lorryman's speed on the go. Distressing. Distressing.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. I took care of the drug situation. Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. He rubs his hands together. Here's how we do it. First you give Kuno's kilo, then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way, street way. By kilo you mean gram, right? Kuno knows what Kuno means. Kuno means gram. I'm keeping it and I'm doing it all myself. Jesus. I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. Alright. He taps the side of his head. Kuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him. Tell him, Kuno. Kuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Kuno. He squints at you. So Kuno's gonna give you one more chance. No, this pig shit is major. Major fucking choice, pig. Kuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit. Tick, 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 tick. The boy flicks an imaginary domino piece with his index finger. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Kuno? This is staying with me. Alright, alright. He throws his hands up in the air. You fucked the Kuno. Everybody Kuno got fucked by the pocket pig. Just when we get in our business on, the pig throws it all away. I told you he can't be trusted. I told you, I told you. A little rat repeats on 6 or 7 times. I told you he'd steal the shit. Relax, see, we got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. He turns to you. This is about you and Kuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to Kuno, huh? There is genuine disappointment below the act, sire. In truth, Kuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this. The damage is irreparable. I looked around in there. It's not an easy life you've got going on in that apartment. The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, we got plans. 6 meters underground, below piping, from before the war, the collapsed remains of Martinet's storm drain system. There are 2 stolen flashlights with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls in the dark, and opening into lower tunnels. They sleep in the sewer? With stolen flashlights and a bed? There was a textbook with your name on it in the apartment. Yeah? He turns even redder. So fucking what? It says Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de Reuter. The fuck you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit? I like it. Kuno de Reuter. He's trying to fuck you again. Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into... Nope. Don't change your name into that, Kuno. Yeah, don't, please. Please don't change your name into that. There's tons of unpaid utility bills in there. Fucking right there were fucking 3 years or some shit. You can guess. Let me guess. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them. Yeah, that's right. He swells with pride. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink. That's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else. That's right, it's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Le Royaume shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in the fucking catacomb. Yeah, it's the tomb, Kuno. The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect. I met your dad. Yeah? How the fuck you still alive, pig? I killed your dad, Kuno. Kuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. What? His eyes become large and round. His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself. Fuck right, Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. He snaps back. Kuno told you, Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit, that's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. He points to himself. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you'd have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window. Kuno window. Kuno window. Come on, kid. Just stop. Fuck you trying to do? Get the Kuno to stop. Kuno's just getting it on. His tone wavers. Small lump forming in his throat. Keep your ass together, Kuno. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Kuno's not fucking trying to be tough. He pushes on bravely. This shit is real. Kuno's fucking violent dad's gonna be a vegetable. Kuno knows that shit. Stroke shit. Stomach fucked up and... Kuno's gonna go out like that too. Kuno's gonna be just like Kuno's violent dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Go out West Revachol style. Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno. The whisper comes smaller than usual. There's a touch of grief in there. Fuck you talking sad. The kid breaks in and out like a boxer. Kuno's got hard shit. He punches the air. Death shit, nothing shit. You don't have to turn into that. He punches the air again. Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead. Another punch. You think cause you took Kuno's speed, Kuno's gonna sob? Turn into... He pants from exhaustion. Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is. Kuno is that shit. Kuno won. You won, Kuno. The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence. He did not win. There's a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this. That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig. It doesn't work, Kuno. Only our shit works. She must repeat it. Use every chance to confirm that version of reality. She ties to bind their fates together. She needs him. Bad. Damn. I don't think we can bring anything else up again, yeah. Oh, what wildly depressing people. Oh. That's it, it just fucking ends. That's all we get. Do I have 1 point of something? What happened there? Yeah. I have 1 point of Apocalypse Cop. I don't even know. Oh. There's no happy side. It's just the sad, depressing descent into a bad end. He's convinced himself he's going to follow his dad in his footsteps, even though they're the worst. He's kind of convinced himself it's a good thing, or at least he's taken a weird pride in it, even though it's a bad thing, basically.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh wait, you buy stuff by looking around, right? What's this again?
The shine on those sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Electrochemistry glasses. Those fallen sneakers, right. That's the other fallen item. The one that's left, it's 50 somehow.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving.
He doesn't have... I thought he might have records of some sort. I guess we already have all the records I need anyway. I don't know. That's a thing. Well, that little bit of chatter took us to 22 o'clock. The last 2 minutes were set off by encountering that character. So I guess we got that going for us. Let's get this, yeah. Something trippy about how it follows your mouse so closely. Poor Kuno. We knew from day one that any resolution of that narrative was going to be tragic. Because he's just a bundle of internalized, abusive, nightmarish elements and toxic masculinity and so on. He's just a nightmare. And you knew it had to be his parents. He's too fucked up too early. What the fuck? Wow, she's waiting for me. What the fuck? I guess this is what happens when you set up a meeting so she knows I'm coming. So she's got a bunch of police lights on her back. She's cranking the thing that would make the police megaphone like a siren noise. And she's just pointing the gun in every direction. She's like a goddamn Borderlands enemy. Well, it's a good thing I saved, because this might go very poorly for me. Well, reaction speed is how we dodge incoming bad things. So I've preemptively pumped that up. So if they're gonna shoot me, then I'm good. Hopefully. My highest stat ever. First ever 2-digit number. Never mind, interfacing is 11 right now. So hopefully she can't shoot me. It's like the one thing I'm good at, right? I would like my gun back, please, ma'am.
Put your hands where I can see them.
The aging woman under a mountain of police paraphernalia mumbles to herself, then notices you and reaches for the megaphone.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands right now. Show me your hands right now.
Scavenged battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand. Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
It's just a flashlight, ma'am. Calm down.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer under duress. Officer under duress.
Her eyes bulge with terror. Veins protrude on her forehead.
I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
This is getting messy fast. Oh shit. Ma'am, I need you to calm down. We just need to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You'll have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do. This is dangerous. You're 70% certain you always leave your gun loaded. That's a decent chance of getting my gun, but maybe we should go for more information though still. I don't really like a 30% chance of dying. Hand-eye coordination, fuck. That's my stat of the day. And I have no points to spend, and we're already in the scenario. Here I am ready for reaction speed. Please identify yourself, ma'am. It's the goddamn police, shitbag. She yells into the megaphone. Hug the pavement. You're under arrest. As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sliding out of the mountain of police gear in her back. Medicine or drugs? Are you on drugs? Confiscated contraband! The megaphone makes her voice almost painfully metallic. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitnesses report compromised. I don't think she's on drugs, the lieutenant whispers. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here. We can solve this peacefully. Please lower the weapon. Officer in need of assistance. Her eyes dart between you and Kim. Suspect at large, get on the ground. Ma'am, please. The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. The lieutenant is trying to maintain eye contact. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon. Let's just talk, all right? Disturbance report. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Her head snaps at you. Big red key. Big red key. Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk, you know this. What happened to make her like this? Yes, sure, but also, in a less abstract way, the neurodegenerative disease I mentioned earlier. I don't want to do the wrong thing. Shit. Ma'am, we're here to help. Tell us what's wrong. The woman stares at you. The woman looks at you, but through you, like you don't exist. Her eyes gleam feverishly, and the rotating police beacon lights reveal deep scratch marks on her cheeks. Recent. Self-inflicted. This is the police! She howls through her megaphone. Unlawful engagement! Hands on the ground, scumbag! So this is what the weather's like on the other side of a cop's gun. I hear you, ma'am. Look. Start slowly bending over. Hands on the going to the ground. Lieutenant's eyes stay fixed on the woman and her gun. He studies them closely, then mumbles. Fascinating. His shoulders relax and a look of realization appears in his eyes. Did he notice something? See? He glances at you. This is what happens when we are not around. I feel like saying, I don't know, that might go poorly. Like, she might realize. I think I have to go for it. This doesn't look good. Let's deal with this later. That doesn't sound like a real option. Oh god, I rolled the exact number. That's terrifying. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I really wish I knew hand-eye coordination was going to be the thing that comes up. Here's the plan. Drop the multi-tool and immediately dart right. The noise will startle her, allowing her to close the distance. Left hand grabs the bell, right one breaks the wrist. No. That won't be necessary. Look closer. The gun, all 3 barrels, red, and blue light shining through. It's not loaded. I should warn him so he doesn't shoot her. Kim, I'm almost certain there are no bullets in that gun. The lieutenant nods. I have been thinking that too, but it's impossible to tell for certain in these lighting conditions. Ma'am, the weapon you're holding is mine, and I know it has no bullets. What? The woman looks at the weapon in disbelief, her eyes suddenly reddish with tears. She looks straight down the barrel and squeezes the trigger. Wait! A click. Nothing happens. She looks at the useless weapon. This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. What is this? The gun lands on the wooden planks and tears run down her scratched cheeks. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this? Oh. She cried and shot herself. I think that informs us a bit about why she bought it in the first place. She looks devastated. Grab the gun right now. This may be your only chance. Pick up your gun. No one ever cares anymore. Her voice is growing fainter as she rocks back and forth, slowly. Why would they cheat me like this? Great gears are grinding into a halt. The machine is powering down. She's all out of jolt. Poor woman. Lieutenant holsters his pistol. We need to figure out what to do with her now. Nobody's ever around, the old woman mumbles, staring blank at the boardwalk. Nobody ever comes to visit me. What do you think is happening to her? She's in stupor. The lieutenant replies, inspecting the catatonic woman standing in the dark. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this. But why was she like this in the first place? Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. He lowers his voice. Dementia in Channel 8, and loneliness. Neurodegenerative disease. Could be. He agrees. Her hands are trembling, and she did seem uncoordinated. But what are we going to do with her? I'm very sorry. This is how life turned out for you. Gently touch her shoulder. Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there. Should we just arrest her? I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone. We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family. Yeah, Titus sounds like the man for the job. Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This is done. As you turn to leave, the faintest of voices comes from the radio. Please leave the radio on, she mutters. It seems like a reflex, a half-remembered sentence. She stands, motionless. Just a heap of clothes and flashers now. Maybe if we search her once more. if you search her once more? The woman stands, slumped. She looks catatonic under her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Is one of those things a police cap? There were narcotics in there too. You're thinking of taking them too? Pick up the RCM cap. She doesn't even flinch as you reach out and disentangle the familiar-looking lieutenant's cap from her mountain of RCM paraphernalia. Oh, is that yours? I think so. The lieutenant nods. Leave her be. Confiscate the narcotics. Wink! Oh, hello random money. No, that's it. I was wondering why it stayed lit up, like you could still interact with it. Time to haul ass all the way down to Hardie. This is the kind of thing that a local group that's supposed to take care of everybody would do. Arresting them could go very poorly. That's a bummer. Oh. We're mostly just getting a series of sad stories that kind of reinforce the idea of why something like a youth community center, for example, might be helpful around here. But then Everard's all questionable. The way that he wants to step on people to accomplish things, and I'm kind of convinced that half the stuff is probably just for drug trafficking and drug and money laundering. And he's willing to step on the people that already live there. But someone has to do something. Ah, he is here. Oh, wait. Let's put the flashlight away so I'm not shining it directly. Oh, there's the pistol. Let's not have a rerun of me waving it around like a lunatic like before. I'm gonna dual wield melee weapons instead. Like a shiny god.
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
There's an old catatonic lady in the old fish market on the other side of the bay. She needs help. The big man laughs, nearly spitting out his beer. What's that, Copper? You want us to help little old ladies now? You're local law enforcement, aren't you? The lieutenant looks Titus in the eye. Helping troubled civilians should fall under your jurisdiction. Yeah. We'll send someone out. Who is... Wait. It's the pigs, isn't it? Yep. Her. He pushes up his cap. God, poor lady. Don't worry, we'll handle this. I think she's got some family in Kuron or something. Bastards left her alone when she got sick. We've been getting complaints. Hey, Eugene interjects. Wasn't Everett's B team looking for her the other day? Is it something about her, I don't know, finding something? Yeah, I think you're right, Gene. Titus gives him a beer salute and turns to you. She have something of yours, pig? Nope, she didn't have anything of mine. No? Well, whatever then, Copper. Titus chugs his beer down and wipes his mouth. No, I totally said it was... Totally said what it was. What was it? He's still thinking over it in the corner. Anyone remember? The tattooed man scratches his head with his knuckles. I don't remember. I was fucking drunk. Let me know if you figure it out back there. The big man says, turning to you. Now, anything else we can help you with? What's her name? Her real name? He takes off his cap and scratches his head. Auntie LaPlante. We always called her. Something LaPlante? Marianne, amigo, he says, pouring himself another drink. Marianne, amigo LaPlante. Marianne LaPlante. The guy nods, drinking his toast. Anything else you wanted to know? Who was he? Who was she? Was? Like before? Just an old lady. Her kids moved away years ago, never come to visit, never took her calls. She gets out every now and then. He swirls his beer. She did it right by lots of us when we were kids. Always was a little off, but still. Us kids. That must have been ages ago. She was better then. The children kept her together. How did she get like this? Get wanting to be a cop, you mean? Well, she... He furrows his brow and thought, shit, I don't actually know. Anyone know why she started acting like a pig? No fucking clue, the tattooed man shouts. It's gotta be crazy. It's gotta be the crazy. Who'd want to be a pig? Someone who wanted to set the world right before it ends. Ever think of that? He blinks. No, I didn't. Because I'm not a fucking stupid polizonte. Yeah, Carve, that's some pretty fucking weird shit to say. The pigs level weird. The big man shrugs. But whatever gets you through the day. Where'd she get all her cop gear? Dunno. Titus says, shrugging. She lives by the water. Shit washes up all the time on the beach. Police paraphernalia doesn't just wash up on the coast, people. It's not like we dump it at night. She bought it, collected it. Thanks for helping out with us, Titus. No problemo, cop man. We take care of our mentally ill here in Martinez. Ain't that right, boys? Sure enough. Eugene raises his glass and toast. We're the real heroes on these streets. I'm gonna take off now. Well, closest approximation to a happy ending we're getting out of that one, I guess. Tools. Villiers 9mm pepper box pistol. Equip this when times are most dire. A 3-shot revolving barrel. Villiers Lassalle pepper box, typically assigned to officers of the RCM upon reaching the rank of sergeant. The butt of the gun is worn, and the engraving on the side reads, Sunrise Parabellum? This is your gun. No doubt about it. Sunrise Parabellum. Huh. I'm gonna remind myself of the word parabellum. A type of semiotic pistol or machine gun. Really? Oh yeah, that's what they called the third John Wick movie too. The word parabellum actually just means gun? Weird. I thought it had some kind of other metaphorical resonance in that. I've heard that word before. Yet parabellum is commonly used to refer to a 9x19mm parabellum firearms cartridge designed by George Luger and introduced in 1902 for the Luger pistol. Huh. I learned something.
Parabellum.
Yep, that's pronounced exactly how you'd expect. Clothes. My authority cap for authority. Ba-boom. I can almost make myself look like some kind of actual officer all of a sudden, can't I? Look at all this getup I got here. Oversized supers, those are a little too much. Look, I'm a boring cop. I did it. What an honor. I'm incredible and incredibly boring. That's what it's all been leading to, I guess. I actually don't like the police cap very much. Need to see that chokehold again? It's me, I'm whole again. I don't think the mixture even shows up here anymore. It's just gone. But it still shows up a check for me forever, apparently. It's kind of annoying. Oh, right, my gloves still aren't police gloves. They're my armored gloves. Yeah, it's kind of fitting to have a few armored pieces underneath the clothing, kind of. My boots give me perception? How does that even work? It's kind of just confusing, honestly. It's a stupid hat anyway. already abandoning this look. Now to run all the way across town. So we can finally go after Ruby in the middle of the night. Hopefully, things don't escalate the ways they might. But I'd be a little worried. Surprisingly, I was able to find stuff to do for the entire day, including some unexpected outcomes like Kuno and so on. And also finishing the storyline of the church, which I wasn't really expecting to work out the way it did. Like this, wow, this list is wrapped up. Find booze and drink it. No, I abandoned this completely. Find all armor pieces might literally be impossible. Special borscht, I think, is actually an abandoned storyline. Murder weapon, I think that Ruby might have it. Determine where the shot came from, we're still working on that. So like, my only objectives really are just to find Ruby and give figures to Dolores DA, basically. If that's even doable. Apocalypse Cop 2. Which one was that? Oh, set things right before the world ends. I was referring to two different things. One was the fact that she's dying of old age potentially soon. Just the way that she's generally on her way out, but also the fact that the world is ending because of the Pale. But it determined that as being Apocalypse Cop. I guess if you're just generally if you say things that acknowledge the Pale and how all the world is ending and so on, that might generally give people Apocalypse Cop vibes in the wow, I've been busy. Fuck. Look how many objectives this is. Wow. Okay. But yeah, I guess Apocalypse Cop almost struck me as like a Mad Max thing, like you're a big, violent, scary person or something, but it might actually just refer to being particularly willing to acknowledge the apocalypse that's actually genuinely happening. In which case, because as you learn more about the Pale, that becomes more reasonable over time. It's time. We took like a solid day off from going in here. I think it was time well spent. Except for the whole part where we didn't. It doesn't make a lot of sense story-wise, because there was the whole thing where I was like stealthing in, and then they're like, you haven't stealthed well enough, they're gonna know we're coming, and it's like, well, but I can leave for a day? I wish they'd told me about the point of no return sooner, before I actually walked in the building, if they're gonna have that kind of warning. So gun and flashlight. I would like to not use the gun, but I don't know what's gonna happen here. Holding this gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm. the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm. I think my hand recognizes it. It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. Sheath your sidearm, officer. A serious law official, cop by the book, should know only to unholster their service weapon when using it is unavoidable. Honorable one, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points in your life path. You are a man at most virtuous. I can't be that good at honor if I took this long to get my honor points, though. I just reached my 5th honor point. How many have I been missing, I wonder? Wait, there were honor points? Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, honorable one? I only try my best. It's the most any of us can do. Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10 honor points for you, sire. Wait, did it really? Nuh-uh, you lied to me. You're on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers. An honor cop. Isn't honor kind of an archaic concept? Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return is not archaic. How can you even think that? Selflessness forms the basis of the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for the nomadic Illimaran tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gudi, as it is for your neighborhood postman. Sounds rather arrogant. Secretive self-regard. No, 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 you see, you're putting the needs of others above yours. You get nothing in return, not even praise. You always get the short, noble end of the stick. Don't think about it too much, just say it. Are you ready to get knee-deep in honor? Yes, my honor is my life. Yes, your deeds have spoken for you, honorable one. But to fully drape one's self in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed, a rite of honor. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, oh honorable one, have excelled in honor. Honor comes from deep within you, and to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, one must reach deep within oneself and touch one's honor. This is sounding intimate, though, but okay. You need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors. What? What if someone comes and sees me? Then they will witness honor so great it seems nigh impossible a single man can contain it. They will admire you, honorable one. What the fuck? I'm not gonna stick my finger in my ass right here in front of Kim. What the fuck? What? Why is this part of the honor code? I think my authority might be fucking crazy. You're crazy if you think I'm just gonna stick... if I'm just going to stick a finger in my ass. No way. Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their hearts, and then disowned honor. They are the honor fallen. You brought much shame on your family today. Your name will forever be tarnished by the most shameful of deeds. Be forever banished, shameful one. The fuck? Fuck you. Fuck you. Bullshit, dumb honor brain thing losing its goddamn mind. Get out of here. Go on, get. What the fuck is wrong with my brain? What is actually wrong with me? In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Oh? Revolutionary hat. Stale fabric, smell, and dust. No one slept here in months. Maybe years. These pots and plates are full of dust and spider webs. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed, ancient flyers and brochures. Revolutionary hat, yeah. +1 to Mazovian socioeconomics. Friendly neighborhood communard. But I already have that. Right here. Is that all it does? A Ushanka with the Mazovian logo. A pair of deer antlers on its silvery white front. Your ears feel cuddled and cared for by the state. That's an appearance. This hat is so soft, so warm, it wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socioeconomic theory. This is a Ushanka, right? Krasmazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist. Okay. See, you have the same slit window you saw from the outside. Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary? This does look like an embrasure. A slit made for shooting out of. Peek out. The lights of the Martinez shine coolly in the clear night. Could the killer have used this hideout? It's a great place to hide, certainly, but there hasn't been anyone here in ages. Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here. Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough. Lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control. Aw. I can't get over that hat. It's silly.
Yes?
Oopsie. It just doesn't mix with my overall thing. It just looks strange to me in this setting. Krasmazov portrait. A mustachioed and mutton-chopped man, amateurishly depicted, gazes at you with sad eyes. A plaque reads, K. Mazov. There's a spider web in the lower left corner of the portrait. Brush the dust off the portrait. Years worth of dust is shaken off. The full head of hair, matched by an ample mustache and sideburns, look a bit silly. Someone crouches, heels digging into wet sand. Hands sweep across the sand, grains sticking into the frayed skin at the fingertips. An old man sits on a slab of concrete and taps his fingers against the glass of a scope. You shudder. Look, Kim, it's Comrade Mazov. Yes, I can see that. Looks like some communists were hiding out here. They left a long time ago. Lieutenant does not seem to share your enthusiasm. Long time ago? How long? Half a century? It was probably part of the network of defense posts the communards built against the amphibious landing. He looks around. I think the purpose of this bunker was to produce propaganda. It would have had radio equipment back then, but that's all been looted. What's with all these secret weapon caches and secret bunkers? We have found a lot of those lately. I guess what most people think of as history tends to linger in rundown neighborhoods, Martinez being what it is. No one has gone through the trouble of cleaning out the old bunkers. A good hiding place for someone who's up to no good. Maybe I should move in here, where the murderer might be? Maybe I should move in here, seems cozy. I won't stand in your way, but only after we're through with this case. Could someone have stopped through here recently? He looks at the dust. You mean like Ruby? No, I think we've stumbled onto a piece of history. Let's go. Well, that was an interesting little location. So, I guess that means 2 sniper spots are down now. Boom. The island. Yeah. The moment I saw the island, I kind of figured that might be important. It might even be like a final location that's really significant for the game, because it's the most difficult place to get to. Kind of seems like a go-to, just judging by the general structure games have. We were stuck here at first, really just here. Then we got behind the gate, and then also across this bridge, which gave us this entire rest of the world. And then this, one final bastion. Level design would generally scream, hey, that might be where the ending happens. And if that's the case, there's decent chances where the shot came from. If it didn't come from through the window directly from the balcony, which still is the statistical most likely chance, but we shall see. Next episode, the point of no return.